Blue Clouds TV as usual as flight number 124 airborne. And I always welcome you guys on board so you can fly with me all the time. It is a very difficult situation we found ourselves. The transfer window is about to close. We have literally about 5 to 6 days more for the transfer window to come to an end. And today we're going to talk about very important topic on the Blue Clouds TV channel. Chelsea are also interested in or making a move in the transfer window. I know you guys will be ready. Just sit down. We're gonna go through some of these players that we think that will really be necessary to have them at a football club, as Chelsea are now in talk with Lyon about bringing Emerson Palmieri back to Stamford Bridge to provide cover for the injured Ben Chilwell. Also, Chelsea plan to recommence talk with Lyon in the coming days. Chelsea are facing issues in their attempt to bring Emerson Palmieri back from Lyon. The League One club have turned down a 3.35 million offer from the Blues to cut short the loan of the Italian. Chelsea are eyeing up a move for Stuttgart fullback Borna. If you guys do follow me on Twitter, I tweeted about that transfer also, as Chelsea are looking into it. This transfer is not likely to happen this winter window, but it might happen in summer. I'll keep you guys updated on how that is going. Also, Chelsea have signed Derby left back Dylan Williams, as it is officially confirmed at the football club. I read most about it, how Rooney also backed him and gave him his confidence and said you can go and try hard at Chelsea. And also, Chelsea among a multitude of clubs considering a move for Barcelona outcast Ousmane Dembele. How is it gonna go? Follow us on the Blue Clouds TV. We're here to dissect, go into it, and see which of these teams are really necessary, who really will be play much role in our January transfer or in our team as the transfer is getting hot and fire. So yeah, I'm being joined here by Stephen Costi, one of our panelists, consistent panelists. Even he's a reporter also at the same time, and also it can be a commentator if he wants to. He reports as almost everything live from Stamford Bridge. If you guys haven't joined, I've never seen a match day vlog. He's always in there, who brings us more news from the bridge. And also, I want to say thank you for I123 Love You, who's always active at the chat. She said, just wanted to stop and wish you guys a good luck with the stream today. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I also appreciate you joining us all the time. And it's always a pleasure to bring you the news that you want to hear. It is Blue Clouds TV streaming, and as usual, your host Nate Zion. Steven, we went through the news, which was Chelsea. We want to start with the Emerson Palmieri. As I read earlier on, Chelsea are now in talk with Lyon about bringing Emerson Palmieri back to Stamford Bridge to provide cover for the injured Ben Chilwell. Also, Chelsea plan to recommend talk with Lyon in the upcoming days. Chelsea are facing issues in the attempt to bring Emerson Palmieri back from Lyon. The League One club have turned down a 3.35 million offer from the Blues to cut short the loan of the Italian. What do you make of these situation of Emerson Palmieri?
Our club are idiots because we've been trying to recall him and constantly having talks with Leon for
Yeah.
the whole of this month, even at the back end of December, and we haven't got anywhere yet. So why they go do it now? Because now they're gonna be in the trouble. In the trouble. Now they're gonna be in trouble if they get rid of him now because they'll have a week to get somebody in to replace him. So if it hasn't happened so far, which obviously it hasn't, then it's not gonna happen now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like I said,
It quite
January.
literally
Go
can't
ahead.
be any simple. It can't be put any simpler than that. They haven't given him back so far, so they're not going to do it now when we're right at the end of the window. The easiest way to put it.
Yeah, I forgot also. Yeah, Kounde is also in the news. We'll talk about Kounde as usual. Yeah, I forget about it for the fourth
Um,
time. It looks like the Kounde deal
yeah.
is also something that is very, very important to talk about. So I forgot to say it.
Showtime also said he won't come back and Kennedy's back already. I read earlier that Kennedy will be at Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
But if they get somebody else in, then Kennedy's gonna go.
Yeah, and also I
I
forgot to
believe
read
that on it.
about the yeah, I think I already said Osman Dembele also in there. So yeah. Um is he talking about
And
Kounde?
no, he was on about Kennedy,
Okay.
saying he's back already. But what I read earlier is that if Chelsea manage to recall Emerson or they get someone else in, then they go loan what's his name out again. They go loan out Kennedy again to another club. But he said they're not idiots. They made attempts, but Leon don't want to accept. No, what I'm saying is they're idiots because they've been trying to do it since like the back end of December, and they can see that Leon aren't go like accept the compensation. Yet they're
Okay.
still trying to go back for him. You should have gone to an alternative by now. There's no need to keep going back because you know you're not going to get him because you've been trying for a whole month. So go for somebody else instead. That's what I meant. That's what I was trying to explain by saying that the board are idiots with what they've done.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's very, very difficult to let players go in the January transfer since in the middle of the season, whilst you see players, teams trying to fight for trophies and trying to find themselves in the on a better position on the league log also. So Leon is also another team always fighting with Paris Saint Germain, the lights of um you know the other big teams in France. So yeah, big up to Showtime. Great time, Showtime's always nice to see you. And yeah, big up another legend, the Blue Lounge. Mr. Kasim Mohammed, big up to you, the host and owner of Blue Lounge Chelsea YouTube channel. Big up to you, brother. It's always nice to see you here. He's giving me some peace bombs and blue loves. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. There's someone spamming over here, Steven. Someone is spamming on the platform.
Oh,
There's
it's one of those bots again.
Yeah, those things. I don't know what it means, but
Uh,
I don't know why they're always coming all the time.
it's random. It's
Yeah.
literally bot one sec. There we go. Problem sorted.
All right, you get it out. Also, great time. Showtime said they did Kennedy is the alternative. So yeah, we have many
Okay,
alternative.
but
Also, what about
then again, if he's the alternative, then why are we still going back for Emerson? If we've got Kennedy back, then that should be the end of us going for getting Emerson back. Because if he was the backup, he's the
yeah.
backup. We got him back. End of it. That should be it.
Yeah,
That's the way that I'm looking at it.
we also link with the youngster. I mean, we signed another youngster who's also coming in to help. I was told he's a very, very good player, and I've watched him couple clips from him on the Dylan Williams show. He just signed. As it was he today or yesterday? He signed today. I'm sure he signed today. I saw a
A couple of days ago. A couple
couple
of
days
days ago.
ago. Okay, he's now with the club, and I've seen clips of Dylan Williams, and I think he'll be also another candidate for the left back position. So now we're still looking at the Emerson Palmieri thing. I think that he's very happy at Lyon at the moment, and he doesn't want to move and jeopardize
They
his position.
literally, the other day, they literally put up a picture of him in training smiling.
Yeah, he's very happy right now. He's very
We
happy.
all know why we all know about the timing of this. Like, we all know why they've chose to put this up right this second.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he's been getting much playing time over there. So why would he leave Lyon and come to Chelsea? It doesn't really make sense. If you're getting much playing time, why would you want to leave Lyon and then come to Chelsea? A team with lots of world class talent. It's very difficult for you to for you to find your feet and even get much playing time. So if I were Kennedy myself, I prefer to stay.
I mean Emerson.
I mean, sorry, if I were Emerson, I prefer to stay at Lyon and finish the rest of the season. When the season is done, I'll come to Chelsea, and then during preseason, I'll try and see if I can find myself in the starting lineup. But I doubt with Ben Chilwell returning in the summer,
It
he's
also
not going.
depends what point Chilwell's back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but Steven, looking at the situations right now, we're gonna move on to bless you, Stephen. We're gonna move on to the next topic in line, which will be Chelsea eyeing a move for Stuttgart fullback Bernard Sousa. Bernard Sousa. What do you make of this chap? You know, he's a Croatian international. Um, this guy, I mean, he was born in 1998. Also played he's got some. He's played 16. He's got 16 times. He's been playing 16 times for the Bundesliga team, playing lots of 1,418 minutes. He scored 1 goal and assisted 3 as a left back. What do you make of this player, also, Steven?
I've not actually had the time to watch him because obviously since like all the stuff with COVID sort of calmed down a bit, obviously fans allowed back in the stadium now, so I can't catch as many games as I used to. When we had all the
Yeah,
like no fans in the ground, I was catching games from every league, and I probably could have told you about something like from every league. You know what I mean?
yeah. He's a defensive midfielder. So a defensive
Quite
midfielder.
young as well. I think he's early 20s. I think.
Yeah. So 1998. He should be 20s to
Yeah,
in
he's a
his
year
20s,
older than me.
early 20s.
So
Yeah, yeah. So this player also a defensive midfielder, Croatian international. I haven't really watched much of him. I read more statistics and then have the transfer link from him. But then I think he'll be a very very good inclusion to the team. We will wait and see how the his development goes. So guys, if you're following, I'll be giving you guys update. So don't forget tune in as all the time. Tune in from now to the end of the transfer news. Even goes beyond after the transfer deadline comes to an end. I'll still be following up with this development of Borna Sosa, and I will keep you guys updated on what is going on, how interested Chelsea are, because it looks like Chelsea are showing so much interest in this young player, and then it won't be too expensive for them to have him. I think they want, I think, 25 million for this young player. So yeah, we know we still have a long army. Our long army is still there as FIFA has cut it down to 7, right, Steven? 7
I no, it'd be 7. I think it's 8 next year, 7 the year after,
the
and then
following
down
year
to 6. I
to
think.
6. Yeah.
But what I read is that because it doesn't affect homegrown players,
Mhm.
I think Chelsea would only have 2 or 3 players that were actually affected based on the ones we've loaned out this season. So Chelsea would be comfortably in the limit. We're one of the clubs that they wanted to stop, but because of the ruling about homegrown players and stuff, it doesn't actually impact us by the looks of it. So we still get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Jerome said it's busy
They
with
can't.
family stuff. I say
Yeah,
yeah.
he's got family stuff. So yeah. Yeah, no, it's one of those like you're trying to stop people hoarding players out on loan and hoarding talent.
Yeah.
But look, we're within the limit, so you can't do nothing about it.
Absolutely.
Try harder because it ain't working.
It is true. It is true. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like Chelsea are getting very interested. They're being a bit active, but it looks like more of these deals will really happen in the summer.
Where it would be
In the
done.
summer,
Yeah, it looks like, and I know we're gonna go on to the Kounde one.
yeah, we
Um,
will.
It looks like a lot of them are going to be like the one that we're going to talk about with Kounde, which is the same as the Ziyech one from what reports are saying. But we're essentially getting a deal done and
Yeah,
we'll buy him, but he'll essentially be loaned back to his current club, which obviously in Kunde's case is Sevilla.
uh, yeah,
But it looks like that's what a couple of these deals are going to be. It's going to be more of we'll stick, and then in the summers where everyone's going to come in and we can work a pre-season. I don't mind it. Honestly, I don't mind it because think about it. Yes, you want players to come in and have an impact now.
hmm
But if we go do it this way, then they get to stay at their club. We probably wouldn't want to sell right this second anyway. And they get to finish out the season.
yeah,
Come to Chelsea, they get a full pre-season to understand how we like to play, so they don't have to learn it as they go, and it'll make the transition that little easier for them as well.
yeah.
If
That.
this is the way business is going to get done, I
Mhm.
don't mind, provided we still finish in top four and we get a couple trophies. Who cares?
Yeah, like I said, yeah. I mean, the Premier League will be very difficult for Chelsea to lay their hands on that trophy. But then likely we know that there are so many trophies that we can now. I mean, we can still we have advantage. We can still beat Liverpool for that trophy, the Carabao Cup trophy. Then we can still fight very hard for the FA Cup. Also, we have
Yep.
enough squad depth.
Carabao Cup in a
Yeah,
couple of weeks.
yeah, we have a lot of players also coming back from injuries, and coronavirus is no more in the team. So we should have the edge, able to play just like the way we're playing right from beginning of the season. If we're able to secure certain deals, if you're able to have certain players that can come in the team and help. I mean, a championship player is the next player we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about the player we just signed for Chelsea, the Delian Williams, who have signed. This guy also have had lots of minutes for Derby County. He's a very young
I
player.
believe, just quickly, I believe
Mhm.
there was a quote, I think it's from Wayne Rooney,
Yeah,
where he said, I can't stop him from taking this opportunity. I can't stop the player taking this opportunity.
yeah. Remember earlier on, I just said where Rooney gave him his backing to go to Chelsea and then try and
Can't
see.
blame him. Rooney knows where Derby are at financially.
Yeah, in a very
Because
bad situation.
Derby are in a very bad situation, and they might even get taken over by Mike Ashley. So it'll make it even worse. So
Mike Ashley from Newcastle.
that's what the reports were not too long ago. Was that Mike Ashley might be going in and taking over?
And then it's something I also want to talk. I want us to talk about. What do you make? We'll come back to Dillian Williams signing. What do you make of Ray Hudson going to Watford after sacking a 70-year-old man who they believe wasn't good enough? Going for a 74-year-old man. I'm not saying he's that old, but I feel like Ray Hudson shouldn't be the right person for this job. Some people are considering Ray Hudson to be the right guy. Some also said he shouldn't be because he played good football, but then the modern day football has to transfer in these young players. What do you make of that? Rumors also, and Ray
No, it's
himself is also interested.
official.
It's official, yeah. Ray himself is
Being
also
ground, yeah.
interested in the job. So what do you make of it, Stephen?
Hodgson was at the ground earlier. I think he was taking pictures with the staff and stuff. So it looks like it's wrapped.
It's wrapped up.
Yeah.
Is that a good signing? But is that a good? I know. Is that a good sign? You say what you want to say, then I'll add something to it.
I'm surprised that they've gone for Hodgson. I wouldn't have wanted a younger manager like a Lampard or like a Rooney to go there because they're still young in terms of management.
Yeah,
I just see it as what's in it for them. They're gonna get relegated. Pretty much almost certain at this point, I would say almost certain they'll probably get relegated. So what they're gonna join for what is it? 15 games, if that. and then go down to the Championship, then have to fight and get them back up. I mean, Rooney's in the Championship now. Like, what's it got to do for him coming up to then go down at the end of the season?
I agree. Yeah, I don't know his philosophy. I mean, he always have Palace playing some good football, but then the energy, Ray don't have that energy that the young managers have to be able to put pressure on these players all the time. Oh, I think I missed this one from I123 Love You. She said I am honored to follow you and your panel member Steven, and you definitely make a good trio together. Thank you very much. I123 Love You. It's always a pleasure to have you here because yeah, I missed that one, but then I
Yeah.
found it. Yeah. Thank you very much. I123. Thank you for watching us or listening to what we are talking about. Are we done with the rehearsing to move on to
Yeah, there's not much to say about it, to be honest.
do we see um Watford surviving as they keep going down? Do we see Watford surviving in the Premier League, Stephen?
No, like I said when I was speaking about
Mhm.
like them getting other managers, and I can't see them staying up. So somebody's got to come in for what 14 or so games just to go down. What's the point? You may as well go for another job or stay where you're at now in Rooney's
Mhm.
case. And then look, chances are Derby go down, yeah,
Mhm.
because they had another points deduction and all this. But if Rooney can get them playing attractive football and picking up points, yeah, he's got to be a manager in demand for better jobs. So he's better off sticking, doing the best he can with that team, yeah,
Yeah.
and then putting himself in the market for bigger jobs. That's the way I see it for Rooney, anyway. I think that's his best option.
Wayne Rooney at Derby. Yeah, he's getting them to play some good football, but then it's all have to come on to money. Money without money, you don't see a lot of teams excelling because if you're playing with another team that's more financially covered and has a financial backbone, then you're looking yourself to be in serious trouble. But I hope that the guys should understand what the financial situation is and be able to fight very hard for Wayne Rooney. Play, and if Wayne Rooney get them out of the trouble they are now, I'll be very very happy. Also, Wayne Rooney can get himself into the Everton team if what's his the
I think he can get a job anyway. Like if he's putting on an attractive football despite everything, and he's picking up the odd result here and there, he's not gonna want him as their manager.
yeah. So Chelsea, talking get I mean Steven, going back to Dalian White signing. If we don't
Wait,
yeah.
Dillian White. We're talking boxing now, yeah? You mean
Dalian Williams, sorry. Not Dalian White, but boxer. Dalian Williams. Talking about the Dalian Williams situation right now. So if we don't we're not we know if we don't get Emerson Palmieri and then even Tuchel um doesn't fancy Kennedy. Do you think this guy can come in and play very well since he's been at the championship and we know how hard the championship is? He's a very very young player. He's only 18 years old compared to the one that I said earlier on the Bono Sousa. He's 24 years old. So Dylan White can come in and play very well, just like we saw with the two academy guy, the one that played the left back and then the other one that play in the up front, these young players that come in. Don't you think he can do a job?
So everything I read from Nazar Kinsella and other journalists is to do with a problem that we have in the academy, and that's why. At the moment, our academy team haven't been getting good results, and they're actually at risk of relegation from Premier League Two. So
The
I presume it's to do with that.
the development team.
Every Yeah, the development team's at risk of relegation.
Ooh.
Which makes sense because when you think about it, look how many of the players from the development team have come up into the first team in the last couple of years. It was always going to take time, but yeah, everyone was saying that signing of him was for him to come in and basically help out with the academy teams. Who knows? Maybe one day, if he impresses enough, he'll be in the first team. But you never know. I haven't seen enough of him to tell you whether I think he will or not.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a little clip of him, and he looks very excited. And it's all the Premier League is all about how strong you are, how physical also you are, going for 50-50 balls. That is all matters in the Premier League. You got to use your brain a little bit of your brain can see you through. Also, we're gonna go into Chelsea among a multitude of clubs considering a move for us. Barcelona outcast. Listen to the word over there, outcast Osman Dembele. What do you make of these prodigal son? Dembele. He's worked with Thomas Tuchel before. He was outstanding before Barcelona bought him for that ridiculous amount of money. Since the ridiculous amount of money that Barcelona paid for him, he hasn't really showed anything. He hasn't really paid them back with much. He's always have injuries and always have disciplinary problem. Is he a guy that Chelsea should gamble on? Is he, Steven?
So I was just trying to look at something I'd sent at one point. So since 2017-18 season, yeah,
Yeah.
it's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 injuries. Well, 13 injuries plus COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 5 seasons, he's missed something like, I don't know. Hang on, I'll quickly work it out whilst I'm talking. But yeah, like I know people go say Pulisic is injury prone, but
Hmm.
that's outrageous. In 5 seasons, he's had so many injuries and missed so many games.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I don't know why he's so injury pro. Whilst you're trying to figure that out, I'll take you through. As the French
Clearly, yeah, that's it.
international. Yeah, he was born in 1997, age 25. He's 5 to 10. 10 is height 5 to 10 feet. About 10? No, it can't be 10 feet. Okay.
Zion, he's
Yes, 7.
literally in 5 seasons at Barcelona. He's missed 102 games in 5 seasons.
102 games. That's a lot of games he's
In
missed.
5 seasons.
102 games. That's how many record. That's the number of games that Mason Mount have already had as a Chelsea player. Oh,
If you put into context, yeah, if you
mhm,
do 102 divided by 5, because that's how many seasons,
mhm.
he averages in terms of games missed 20 per season. He average miss 20 games a season at Barcelona.
20 games a
And
season.
this is the exact reason I don't want him. I know that people go say, yeah, but Tuchel has um sorted out the injuries with Pulisic are less frequent and whatnot. Missing 20 games a season due to injury in 5 seasons is outrageous record. Not even Pulisic is that bad.
But Steven, let's look at it. Let's look at it this way. You know, now Barcelona have had him back. From articles that I've read, Barcelona have him back. He's playing very well, but then they want him out of the club. He's under pressure, and if the price in the
They want him
situation,
out because of
disciplinary issues and an injury or financially,
I think it was financial, yeah.
because I think he's on higher wages. But then if Chelsea can
I believe from what I read, it was something like they said to him, "We need to know by this date," and then him and his representatives, I don't think, got back to Barcelona, and that's why it's happening. But at the same time, you don't tell a player whose contract expires in the summer. You don't go to oh, let us know by this time in January, because in January, yeah, they've turned around and they've said, "Oh, we haven't got a response, so we got to try and tell him," or whatever it was they said, yeah.
Yeah.
No one in their right mind surely is go buy him.
So he
Or
could
actively buy him to come in January, because you can get him on a free contract that he joins you in the summer without paying Barcelona a penny and just paying his wages, his agent fee, and a signing bonus.
so we could see him leaving as a free agent in the summer because
Yeah,
at
because his
this
contract
season,
expires in 6 months.
yeah, at this season alone, he's playing 6 times. He's played 6 times and three in the Champions League and the Reals in the Premier League. In the the Spanish La Liga. Compared that, he's have 2 assists but no goals yet because of look, he's just played three and have 2 assists. And what I was saying is, if Marina and Peter Cech should have, if they should go into the negotiation table and negotiate very well, that will suit the Chelsea Football Club. And I know Dembele don't want to go down in the pecking order, trying to go. He's very young, also 24 years old. He doesn't want to. He wants to keep his career going. He doesn't want to go all the way down and play with a mediocre team. He wants to join still top team. I don't know if he will fancy the project that Chelsea are going for, and only if Chelsea hierarchy will fancy the the background, the player himself. I know he's got lots of disciplinary issues and also injury situations, and I don't know if Chelsea can manage this player very well. Why not? To me, I would say Dembele is a very good player. If Chelsea can bring him in, I don't really care if they can, because we have a lot of players playing on the right hand side. If you can have Kounde, if you can have Osman Dembele, another very good player, play on the right side.
You've said previously as well. You've said that we've got too many
Problems.
attackers as well. So
Yeah.
we've got too many attackers, but if we bring another one in and we then are unable to get rid of any of them, then it's just gonna make the problem worse.
But look to that. This is when I realized that we have too many attackers. But at the end of the day, when I realized that attackers we have on the bench are not really helping us. Compare what we have now to Manchester City. City are not always. They don't go in for backups. They don't go in for average players. They go in for starting 11 players and put them on the bench. So should in case, if you can remember the problem that we went through, we have to bring in academy players. Now we have to bring in players from the bench who cannot even live up to expectations. Players like
The only
Ross
reason we
Barkley.
had to bring in academy players though was because we were forced to play league games and cup matches and pick up more injuries and all that rubbish. So we were forced into playing them in the league cup.
That's what I'm saying. If you have players like Osman Dembele, who you can manage their fitness and then their injury situations very well, but not giving them too many games to play, I'm sure they can exceed the number of games they played for Barcelona in a season by managing their the physique and then managing their injuries, and then be able to you know swap between him and Christian Pulisic and Callum Hudson-Odoi for them to be playing on various positions, interchange during the season. So it won't be like he's playing constantly all the time, since you know this guy is an injury pro. What do you think of that, Steven?
I'm skeptical of it.
Why? I understand. But if you're thinking about squad in
Because I'm
depth,
thinking, no, but I get what you're saying about depth and all this, yeah.
yeah,
How much is he gonna want? And then if he's barely playing, we've
yeah,
just
yeah.
wasted money.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the thing.
If the deal is very good,
Outrageous money is the point.
yeah, I'm saying if the deal is very good, if the price, if it's wages, and then the price that Chelsea, if Chelsea can afford him, and then it's not too expensive, it's not too outrageous, as Barcelona paid for him about 90 million. Is that what Barcelona paid for him? Is it 60 or 90 million?
I think it was over 90, wasn't it?
Yeah, something about around that mark, 90 million from Borussia Dortmund. They have make a lot of money, but still can't win the Bundesliga. I don't know why. I don't know why. All this money they're selling Osman Dembele to Barcelona for that much money. Christian Pulisic 70 million to Chelsea. And all these players, the Jadon Sancho to Manchester United, which is going to be another flop of the season. He will be a flop. He cannot, because see, like I said, all these players that we bring in from the Bundesliga, they look so excited. They look so is it flamboyant players that they bring from the Bundesliga. But yet you bring them to the Premier League, and it looks like they're out of pace. When I see Jadon Sancho play,
Quickly,
I keep asking
um,
myself, "Go ahead, Steven."
quickly. So I've just found this from what day are we on? About 9 days ago. I think yeah, 9 days ago.
Hmm.
Apparently, Dembele's financial demands of Barcelona in contract talks were 200 million euro gross salary over 5 years, 20 million euro agent fee, 20 million signing bonus.
Whoa.
I'll pass. So yeah, just quickly. So Dembele signed for Barca
Yeah.
for 105 million euros.
Okay. 105 million euros, Dembele. Yeah.
So oh, this is from the guy from Sky Sports, Cavi or whatever his name is. Barcelona. This was obviously in 2017. Could end up paying Dortmund 135 million for Dembele, 97 million initial fee, and add-ons up to 38 million. This is all in pounds now. And then there was a release clause of 368 million.
Yeah, it looks like it's something. If you have someone, Philip, come over here and tweet, who tweets about a couple out.
This is a guy from Sky Sports. You know, Carve.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was him in 2017.
Hmm. Hmm.
Mad.
So you don't think Chelsea will pursue
Mm.
as their indirect talk,
I
direct
want
talk?
them. I want them to pursue even less after reading what his supposed demands are.
I mean, if Marina, if Marina could work the deals and numbers very very well, because Austin, Ousmane Dembele can never go to come to Chelsea with the same amount of money that Barcelona bought him for. It can never happen. The least he can get from Chelsea, I'll be okay with 50 million. Will you be okay with 50 million? With the 200,000?
Say that again.
Will you be okay with 50 million transfer to Chelsea? And then also, it will be a free agent, but there's nothing like free agent. There's nothing like free agent. They'll tell you
Like
there is.
free, what they say is free agent in terms of he does a like you can get him for free. Like he's not attached to a club. Is what it means.
Yeah, but his wages will be ridiculous if he's not attached to any
His
club.
wages would be ridiculous anyway.
Yeah, his wages will be very ridiculous, but then you don't have to pay anything, and I don't think it's that bad because you're gonna end up paying almost about 300,000 dollars or 300,000 pounds a week for Osman Dembele's services, and then it's being indicated on Twitter. Simon Johnson, Simon Philip tweeted this, and Stephen also shared this with me. Chelsea have been in direct contact with Ousmane Dembele again, agent. So Ousmane Dembele's agent and camp in recent days. If talk between Barcelona and his agent collapse, Chelsea will try to make a move in January. But the main goal is for the summer. So it's not like a done deal, something that Chelsea are looking out for in this January transfer. It's something that will
Chelsea are keeping an eye on
him.
what we're saying about the pre-contract.
Yeah, and it looks like people are liking it. People like the tweets from Summer Philip as usual. So yeah, whoa, it's something that we're gonna keep you guys updated. We'll be posting you, let you guys know how things are going in the course of the season. As very soon the season will be coming to an end. We're not far off from summer. Winter will be coming to an end soon, and then summer will surge in. So the who is the last one we're gonna talk about on the Julius Kounde is the guy on the block. The hottest news is Julius Kounde, and he's the guy we're gonna talk about. Steven, Julius Kounde.
Yeah, Jules Kounde. It looks like I was saying earlier when we were talking about one of the other players.
Yeah.
It looks like Chelsea are looking to get it done in a deal that means that he'll actually join the club in the summer. So they'll essentially, it'd be like we'll buy him and loan him back, like what we did with Pulisic, like what we did with Ziyech, that kind of deal. I mean, look, we're at risk of losing 3 centre backs. The way Rudiger's talks are going, maybe he signs, so maybe it end up being 2 centre backs. So we need centre backs either way. So that would be one through the door.
Okay.
And honestly, I don't hate it. I'd be surprised if we didn't get it done, given that normally when Chelsea have been pursuing a player for like 2-3 windows, we sort of tend to eventually get that deal done. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets done at some point. I kind of hope it does. It also fits in with how our squad's going in terms of young players as well. So he fits that perfectly. And then people are talking, obviously, like we were just talking about Dembele.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't want Dembele, right? But say we get Dembele, say we get Kounde, yeah? That's 2 new French players, yeah? Young players that have played in La Liga, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe there's something there, maybe there's not. I'm not sure. But Kounde, I want. I will say, Kounde, I definitely want us to get. We have to go out for him.
So, yeah. Kounde is the guy on the block, the hottest player in the scene right now. I just put him down there on my screen. You can see the handsome Jules Kounde is right there. So if you guys don't know who the guy is, amazing player for Sevilla, right? Sevilla center back, another amazing player.
Center back, about 23 years old.
Yep, 23 years old, French player, center back, and he's an amazing player by all standards.
He's not the tallest, but if I'm not mistaken, he does win a lot of aerial duels despite that. So he must have, like, he's got quite a leap on him and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, big up to you, Coach Critic. Big up to you, my brother. Big up. He said, big up to you, Zion. Kounde is must if we close Christensen up. I mean, if we lose Christensen, yeah. But are we guys really confident that Christensen is not going to sign Steven? Is Christensen not going to sign?
Chelsea and the board are peed off with him basically because he's essentially, if I remember rightly, what I read, he's essentially refusing to sign for us at this point, and he'll rather go to like Barcelona or something.
Barcelona.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know why you want to go Barcelona. Barcelona are in hella financial trouble right now. So good luck going there. And you know what? If you go there, it is what it is. We'll get someone or multiple players in, and we've got the team around them. Barca don't have a team that you can go into with the financial trouble they have and have success, which is what every player's goal want.
Right.
So if you're going there for a payday, riddance. I would rather sign him to a couple-year deal, even if it means just to sell him. But it don't look like that's happening. So if he wants to be like this, he can get out.
Well, Barcelona is turning into a retirement club. They're signing players like they want to sign Aspilicueta. They want to sign Aspilicueta. The same club wants to sign. They've signed in Dani Alves. So he's becoming like a retirement club right now. So I don't know why he fancied the move to Barcelona. Anyway,
Spanish Arsenal.
Yeah. Anyway, he doesn't even fit the style of play. Even there are so many players that are even on the higher on the pecking order ahead of Christensen. So if he doesn't sign to me, I'm not bothered. I'll be okay because it's not really like a position that we are lacking.
He's not been bad for us this season. That's the thing. Like, he's not been bad for us. And then on top of that, you never want to lose a player for free. So even if there was a way for us to get a 2-year deal done just to sell him, like that works for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
To lose a player on a free because then to be fair, we didn't really spend much on him because he came in when he was young and he went into our like youth team and stuff. So it's a
Yeah,
different situation. Us are the
absolutely.
ones that got screwed over with that sort of thing because how much they spent on Dembele. So he's laughing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we got pretty much almost about 5 minutes or something. I'm very sure it's about 5 minutes to end the stream. We'll be streaming for almost
5
uh
minutes or so, in it.
yeah, for almost 45 minutes or
Yeah.
so. So yeah, we got about 45 minutes. We have 5 more minutes to hit 50 minutes to end the stream. I think we have really elaborate and talk about a lot. We talk about a lot over
What's
here.
your view on Kounde? Let's hear that. What's your view on Kounde?
But I mean, I'm in the same view with you. It's a no brainer. It's a no brainer. You cannot skip past Kunde. From what we've seen, from what I've seen, a few that I've seen from the La Liga, Kunde is a must. Steven, it's a must. It gives us.
Just quickly, because I can't remember if I sent this to you. Chelsea, not for January, but Chelsea are looking potentially for the summer, if I remember what I read right, for Jonathan David from Lille,
Okay,
a Canadian striker from Lille.
so they're still looking in for a striker too, Steven.
Chelsea, I think the thing with them is, regardless of if we keep Lukaku or get rid of him, if we get someone like Jonathan David in who's young, you've got someone to build the future around because Lukaku ain't gonna be here for a long time. Let's face fact. Whether you want him to stay despite his comments or you want him to leave because his comments, whatever your view is on that, yeah.
Hmm.
Fact is, he ain't gonna be here for long because of his age. All right.
Yeah,
If I look up Jonathan David now, whilst I've got my, my app open.
yeah. Steven, we have to get Couch Critic on the Discord server. Yeah.
Okay, who?
I've been seeing some of his videos once in a while, but I haven't really make time to because I work
Yeah,
during the
so
night. It's very
just
difficult to
quickly,
catch some of the videos.
quickly,
Yeah. Yes, Steven, go ahead.
quick. So Jonathan David is 22, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This season, so let me put this into context. Last season, he was at Lille. He played 37 games, got 13 goals and 2 assists, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
In the league.
Yeah.
This season in the league, he's played 22 games, so 15 games less. And he's already only 1 goal off of his total for the whole of last season.
Yeah.
He's already on 12 goals in 22 games.
Jonathan Davis.
Averaging a goal more than like one every two.
Yeah, I mean, these are some of the players that we want them to come to the club and see if we can play different style, different dimension compared to what Lukaku is giving us. Or sometimes I don't blame Lukaku because it's not people are not really the players are not really playing to his I mean the best way he wants to play. They're putting the ball to his feet. Like I said, he likes to run into the channels, the spaces where he can get on the ball. So if we have Jonathan Davis coming in, Canadian neighbors, our neighbors right from here, we can get him on in the club, and then he can do bits because we've really found out that we have, as we said, the squad depth is there, but it's not as big as it's not there as we think. Ross Barkley, he cannot help us. We saw it happening. So many players in our bench are not really able to help us. Timo Werner, he's a workaholic. Workaholic. He's a very good player, but then cannot put the ball in the back of the net. He doesn't get into the positions where he cannot really create. Timo Werner cannot create. What was that, Steven? Let me see. Big up to Sportswire. Sportswire said, "Hey, he said, I have a premiere in a few minutes. Couch, hoping to see you there, buddy. Chelsea, wage structure. Okay, that's what he's talking about. And then you know, Couch Critic said, I'd love to get on. Yeah, Couch Sportswear said Couch amazing content creator also. Yeah, he's an amazing content creator. He knows his football very, very well. To be honest with you. I've been on the same platform with Couch before. So he said So I know what he can deliver. I have to be probably from now on to probably the end of the transfer window. I have to get a special guest on from now to the transfer window, and we'll take a player by player each day, and then we'll let them have. I'll let the guests have their view on these players that we've been linked to, and then players that we're eyeing on, players that we're looking at in the summer. Are they really good players that really will help the team as we move forward and be really contesting for the Premier League next season? This season, I would say it's far off, but I'm still not going to give up. I believe we can still push for the title. But then next season, we cannot afford to let it go. It will be too long of a stretch trying to fight for the Premier League title. So off we go again on Steven.
We've got to back Tuchel is the main thing. If we back Tuchel,
Mm-hmm.
then we know what this man can do. This man came in January, didn't buy anyone because it would have been harsh because of he didn't have time to evaluate players, yeah. And he went on to win us the Champions League. He's already gotten us a trophy this season. He's got us to a final this season, and we're in the Club World Cup.
Right.
We've still got the potential to get to the FA Cup final. We're still in the Champions League. We're in every competition that we started this season in. And
Yeah.
he got one player. He got Lukaku. That's the only player he's got.
Yeah, big up to Steve. I'm not gonna cut you off. Big up to I123 Love You. She said hello everyone in the chat. If you haven't already, like the video, comment and share. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated. This is coming from one of our loyal subscribers, I123, and then supporter of this channel. He loves the channel, so I pinned her message up there. Thank you very much. I123 Love You. Um, so yeah, I think we are wrapping up over here. We're wrapping up here. We have a current we have so Steven, we're about to wrap up, right? Are we wrapping up? We talk about
I don't think there's
Kounde.
much more to say.
Yeah, we talked earlier on. Let me go back to what we discussed on the platform. Chelsea are showing interest in the third Barcelona player with midfielder Gavin joining Frankie de Jong and Sergio Dest on their list of potential target. What do you make of we didn't talk about that one, but then I'll put that one on the side. Yeah, I'll put that one on the side right now. Chelsea are also now in talk with. I'm trying to give out a recap of what we discussed earlier on. So if those that are joining us right now, if you miss anything, you can go back a little bit beginning and then join and listen to what we said. We went about talking about Chelsea are now in talk with Lyon about bringing Emerson Palmieri back to Stamford Bridge to provide cover for the injured Ben Chilwell. Also, Chelsea plan to commence talk with Lyon in the coming days. Chelsea are facing issues in their attempt to bring Emerson Palmieri back from Lyon. The League One club have turned down a 3.35 million offer from the Blues to cut short the loan of the Italian. Chelsea are eyeing up a move for Stuttgart fullback Borna Sosa. Chelsea have signed Derby left back Dylan Williams. We saw a couple pictures of him at the ground at Cobham. Chelsea have signed and then the last one was Chelsea are among a multitude of club considering a move for Barcelona outcast Osman Dembele. And then the last one was we were just talking about the Kounde situation. Steven asked me, is it a deal that I would like Chelsea to do? Absolutely, 100%. I will sign Kounde at all costs because we could see that playing different formation, playing different dimension is really helping the team. More or less playing with a 3-4-2-1 formation all the time, which is very easy for you to be found out. Players and teams will be working on to that tactics all the time. But if you have plan A, plan B, and plan C, which is very difficult for a coach like Antonio Conte to be able to match out the way you play, to be able to find you out. Yeah, Conte tried that 4 times. He couldn't do it because we play.
He tried it 3 times because he wasn't their manager when we played them in the league. Don't forget.
Oh, the first one. Yeah. So yeah, Conte have tried that 3 times. 3 times he has failed. 3 times in a month he has lose against Chelsea. So it's like I said, it's very very good dimensionally playing different style, playing having a plan A and having a plan B, which Antonio Conte could not have the antidotes to stop a coach like Thomas Tuchel. It looks like Pep Guardiola is finding the antidote of how to stop Chelsea. But we wait to see. Sometimes you can have the best formation, but then the personnel you put in to play those formation also matters a lot. With all the formation you can have, if the personnel are not good, there's no way you can survive. So yeah, it's good to have a plan A, B, and C.
Champions League final.
Having Champions League, playing a Champions League final, having Kounde in the team will give us much more leeway to play more attacking players and be able to play a back four. A back four that means that maybe we might not see Aspilicueta. Go ahead, Steven. Go ahead, Steven.
It's quick because this is coming from Matt Law now.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Law's tweeted out, there is no expectation at Chelsea of Emerson Palmieri returning to the club before the end of the January transfer window. Well, that's that. Like it has been for the whole month. I think changed there.
What was that again? Take it over again, Steven.
Yeah. So Matt Law has tweeted out that there is no expectation at Chelsea of Emerson Palmieri returning to the club before the end of the January transfer window from his loan from Lyon in France.
End of the month.
Yeah, because of the end of the month, the end of the transfer window.
Yeah. So there's still a possibility of having Emerson Palmieri back to the club.
There's no expectation at Chelsea of him returning. Chelsea basically don't expect him to return, is what I'm getting.
Okay.
Also, VJ said, Kounde possible.
Yeah.
So to that, what happened was it's been trending on Twitter today that essentially Chelsea are looking for a Ziyech type deal where he would to join us in the summer. Because Sevilla, we all know, aren't going to let him go now. They're fourth. They're second in the league, 4 points behind Real Madrid. And obviously, as a club, you've got to have the thought of we're only 4 points behind, whether it's Real Madrid in their prime or Real Madrid now, whatever you want to think, yeah. Mm-hmm. You've got to see it as we're second place. We're only 4 points off the lead. Why do we want to get rid of a player who's integral to this as like one of our defensive players when we could potentially win the league and surprise everyone?
Yeah, I agree.
It would be a summer deal, like what happened with Ziyech and Pulisic and all that.
So it's just
what the reports are today.
So it's just like Chelsea can pay and then still give him out on loan and then come back in the summer transfer.
Yeah, essentially, it would either be that we paid him, but I think we can do it that we paid him, but his contract doesn't actually get taken over by us on the length that we sign him to until July the 1st. I think that's what could happen, which I think is the way we did it with Ziyech. Or we could do it the way we did with Pulisic, which is that we sign him, we loan him back to the club we got him from. So obviously with Pulisic, it was we signed him and then straight away he got loaned back to Borussia Dortmund.
All right. So yeah, I'm not sure.
On social media on that deal today, so.
Okay, I'm not sure about everyone that is watching, but Ryan, if you're listening behind the scene or if you're listening on YouTube, let us know because I sent you the link to jump on. But then if you're not able to do it, the stream is about to come to an end. We have literally less than 1 minute for the stream to come to an end, and I want to say it's been a wonderful stream and it's been a successful stream. We got lovely people, family members, friends from other YouTube channels. Couch Critic, another wonderful guy. He talks his in-depth analysis of football. His IQ on football is very, very high. We have a Sportswear VJ, another wonderful guy. Also, said in the chat that he'll be hosting a stream very soon. And also he's talking about the wages on players. And also, yeah, we're able to have Alpha, that is Ryan. Ryan, big up to you. The show is over already. We've done an hour of streaming. I don't want to go over an hour. It becomes very difficult. People don't even watch streams that last for even 30 minutes, more or less an hour. So next time, yeah, Ryan, next time I hope that you can catch us on time so we can get it going. But don't forget to like the video and also share it so others can also know what Bill Clouds is all about and what we discuss on the platform as usual. So Ryan, it's good to be late sometimes, but then yeah, it's good to be late and also not good to be late. It's okay. We know you. You're part of the panelists and then the group members on Discord. So yeah, it's all good. But I get hold of our couch critic very soon and see if I can have him as a guest. I'll message him privately, see if I can have him as a guest to talk about these transfers that we have been linked with lot of things that we've been. Also, we have I don't know, Ryan, if you can jump on and talk to us about the Serginho Dex, Emerson Palmieri, also, and then also Ben Chilwell's situation. We know Ben Chilwell will be coming back in the summer anyway, so we won't talk about Ben Chilwell. But I think,
just quick.
yeah, Steven, drop it, drop it.
Huh?
Drop the news, Steven.
Oh no, it's not news. I was gonna say, well, it is dependent. I was gonna say, am I right in thinking we're gonna try and do a couple more of these over next week because of obviously we're coming up to the deadline, so there'll probably be news coming out thick and fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So yeah,
we might.
there's only internationals for like the American teams, like South America and all that, because of
Yeah,
they fell behind due to COVID on their qualification for the World Cup. So
yeah. There's a big game coming. There's a big game coming on. We might do a watch along. I know the US have a game against Canada, so we might do the watch along, Steven.
What's his name? Yeah, there was a picture that just got put up of Christian Pulisic in training with the US men's team.
Great time.
Yeah.
We already talked about Osman Dembele. Sports Wire. We talked about Osman Dembele already. So we're about to end the stream, and then Steven gave his honest opinion about Osman Dembele. I did mine. I said that if Chelsea can work out on the numbers very well in the summer, it's a deal that Chelsea is looking at in the summer, not a current deal. Not like it's not going to be a January transfer move. It will be a summer move. But if Chelsea can work on the deal very well, and then have a player like Ousmane Dembele, who's a starter, not a backup, like not an average player, but then he's a player that can start in almost the top teams in Europe. So he's a player that if we can work on the numbers very well, his wages will be astronomically big. It will be outrageous. But then that's what a player come with if he's coming as a free agent. Wages are very high, but then you don't have to pay nothing for him. It's going to be his wages and age. I mean, you only have to pay agent fee. You only have to pay his wages, and then certain fees. And if he's able to clock that number of goals, if he's able to clock that number of games, then he will be able to get this amount of money. But then his wages will be catching up to $300 dollars or £300 a week, comparing to what he's been making at Barcelona. Barcelona had in the
foot.
Yeah, that Barcelona are in a deep financial situations. That is why I saw Ryan. You were on for a minute. Ryan was on for a minute, and then he's gone.
Yeah, you're saying about Dembele. Barcelona shot themselves in the foot because they said something along the lines of they see him like Mbappe. If you say that, you got to pay him like Mbappe. So good luck to you.
Yeah, a very expensive player. Very expensive player. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you guys for being part of us. We might come back today, or if not, then we'll be back again tomorrow. Please stay tuned. Stay tuned. Join us over here. Don't forget to share the video. We have 9 of us that were watching the stream, and there's still many of us here. Still in there, 7 of us. Guys, let's support each other. Like I do, that's what I do. I do support. A lot of our Chelsea content creators. it don't hit. I don't know why some of the UK fan base are not really supporting like they're supposed to. But then, to be fortunate with me, I'm very happy with some good rival fans that supporting Manchester United fan. Ram, you see the guy down here, Alpha. Alpha is Ryan is a Liverpool fan, but then he support me in person, a Chelsea football, a guy that support Chelsea. He support me. He support whatever I'm doing here on this platform. See what he said. I said I'm having technical issues with Discord. I will join next time, 100%. I agree, brother. You even attempt, you even try. What about those that claim themselves to be Chelsea supporters, yet they don't support their own on Chelsea content creators? And then even if you invite the big ones that think they are bigger than us, I don't run after chasing people anymore. I'm done with that thing. Nope, it's not happening. So yeah, I'll stick to what I have. Baggy, which is Mr. Kasim from Blue Lounge, another amazing person. He always supports me physically, emotionally, and spiritually. He can hop on when he want to support, because I know he's very busy with his stream, and he streams daily all the time, just like I stream over here. I'm more concentrating on my channel more. If I get a chance, I will be on Baggy, and I support him one way or the other. He knows behind the scenes. So yeah, thank you all for being here once again. Little Desperados, hang on to hope, and I'll see you in the next video.